What's going on, guys? I'm Dustin, or Dustbuster, whichever you prefer. Today I want to show you how to level from level 1 to 70 in just about 2 hours, even a little bit less, with very little practice or even no practice at all. You might bump it up a little bit, but that's not besides the point. Anyway, so first thing you want to do, obviously this is for witch doctors mainly, so I just want to let you know exactly kind of a guide, which areas you need to go to, what gear you want to look for, what skills you want to use, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, so first thing we want to do is when you first make your character, okay, you want to make it on Master's difficulty. So up in the right-hand corner, you see I'm on Master's at level 1. And then go into Adventure mode, so you can pretty much go to any act. So see, level 1 started at Act 2. And then right after you create your character, go down to the Templar and hire him. After you hire him, click on his little portrait to open up his skill set and his equipment. And then take his weapon, put it in your inventory. And if you notice how much damage, it's 180% damage increase if I equip his javelin, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna swap this over right there, and bam, 180% extra damage. Next thing you want to do is you want to press M to go on the map, okay? And look over here in the bounties, and you see that Magda is a bounty. This is great because you want Magda to be the bounty. This is the first thing we're gonna do. Is after you equip that weapon, click on the bounty for Magda. And if it doesn't spawn, just restart the game and try again, okay? After you do this, you just kind of run over here and run up to Magda. You want to kill as many things as you can, because see, these guys will get like 2 shot for now until I level up. Once I level up, I'll start one-shotting everything for at least a little bit. So now I'm level 2, and I have Grasp of the Dead. So everything's going to be taking a lot of damage. This is Master's difficulty, so your damage increase, well, your experience increase is through the roof, okay? And you can stop by and kill these guys, because I mean it's pretty simple. They're really weak. At this level, they die really fast. So I would try to focus on these guys right here because they're like one-shot kills. The elites, if you can kind of kite them around, and you can kill them if you want. But I would kind of suggest keep walking. So I want you to be like level 3 by the time we get in there, because I believe at level 3, let me see, it's 3 or 4, one of the two, you end up getting your zombie dogs, which is going to be a huge damage increase for Magda. So look, we're almost level 3 right now. Alright, bam. Okay, so it's level 4. And you can actually hit level 4 inside of Magda, which is completely fine. And so once you go in here, just kind of kill the mobs as she spawns them, the simple little cultist guys that pop up, because usually they take 1 or 2 hits to kill, and they give it a lot of experience. So once you hit level 4, you summon your zombie dogs, and Magda goes really, really quickly. You can kill her in about under 3 minutes-ish, assuming you don't die, which is very possible. You kind of have to kite things around a little bit, which completely normal. It may seem like it's, oh, this is taking way too long. It really doesn't. So after you kill her, you can take all the loot, which is mainly what we're there for. Get the loot, and plus you get a quick level 5 too. Super quick, like level 4, level 5. It just boosts everything up. And you also notice that I'm not going to be using Paragon for this. No Paragon points in this. No Gem of Ease. This is pre 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, depending on how fast you can do it, or how good you are at chain pulls. We'll get more into that later. It really just depends on that. But yeah, pick up all the stuff from Magda, come back to town, and then after you do that, you want to lower the difficulty. You can stay in the same game. It's perfectly fine. Lower it down to hard. And then after we get to that, you'll have your zombie dogs by then. You're going to end up going to Act 1 in the Fields of Misery up in the top left corner up here. The reason why we do this is because there's a lot of mobs here, okay? And you can chain pull like no other. And the main focus we're going to be doing on this is you're going to be trying to get massacre bonuses, which how you do that is you hit a guy like this. I'll show you. You kill a couple guys, and you'll see at the bottom of my screen in just a minute, the massacre bonus pop up. And you'll see this later in the video too. So you say 16 kills. You want to make that thing not stop, okay? You want to go as high as you can. You want to get to like 2, 3, 4, 500 massacre bonus, because when it finishes, when it gives you that massacre bonus at the very end, it's going to give you a certain time, like a certain multiplier of experience. When you for 33 kills, it was 1.75 times experience for every single monster that I killed. okay, which is a lot. It's a lot. And if you're getting like 300, 400, massacre bonuses, you're getting a couple, even at like level 50 plus, when you get to that, you're getting like 3 levels just from getting the multiplier. It's insane amounts of XP. As for gear, when you're killing things and you see chests, try to open the chests if you have the opportunity, because they're going to drop loot, and that loot's going to be very, very helpful, because once you hit about level 8, I believe, once you hit about level 8, you want to come over to the artisan dude and go to the forged weapons, and you want to create like a two-handed something, or staff. Staffs work also. Just create a two-handed whatever if you have the means, like the materials for it, because it's going to increase your damage by a lot. And you can go through this without doing that, but you'll have to end up going to like Magda quite a bit to do it. And about every 8 levels or so, also, you want to revert back to Masters, or not Masters, you want to go back to Act 2, like restart the game, go back to Act 2, and do the Magda bounty. Or you can do this guy whose name I always butcher, the Zoltan Cool. You can do him also if he's a bounty. He's very quick to get to. He's super easy to kill. He gives good loot also. And you do that to keep all your other gear updated so you don't die. Because later, once we hit level 12, I will hop on the other guy that I hit 1 hour 54 minutes on. Oops, that's not what I want. Later, when you hit level 12, you're going to be using Haunt. And right when you get Haunt, depending on how much density is in the game, you can kind of determine that for yourself. You can either finish the round or just completely exit out and switch it up to Masters, which is most of the time what I do. And once you get Haunt, that's when you switch it up to Masters. And you have to be really careful when you go to this, because it's insane amounts of damage coming to you. Haunt can do the damage. It definitely can. Make sure you update your weapon too at about level 15, because I think 15 you can make a new weapon from the artisan, from the blacksmith person. And so try to do that. Try to keep your weapon updated as much as possible, because that's going to end up keeping your damage high. As for like skill build, and basically do that from 1 to 70. Okay, from 1 to 5, very beginning, go to Magda and Master's difficulty. Drop it down to hard, do the Fields of Misery, keep that massacre bonus as high as you can. Exit the game once you're finished, go back in until you're level 12. Once you hit level 12, go to Master's difficulty, do the same thing. And about every 5 to 8 levels, you can kind of judge for yourself if you're not doing enough damage, or if you're dying too much, or if you feel like you're too squishy. You just go back to those 2 bounties, the Magda or Zoltan Cool, and get some more gear from them, because they're super quick. That's why we do them. They're just super quick, easy to get to. And then you just go back to the Fields of Misery all the way up until level 70, okay? That's literally what we do. There's not like some big secret, whatever. You're just doing the Massacre Chain bonus, and you want to make sure you get like 200, 300 plus if you can. There's a lot of times where I was only getting like 100 to 200, and I was kind of messing it up. I was blotching it really bad. But yeah, so that's basically what you want to do. As for the skill set, as you level up, leaping, you want to get your corpse spiders and leaping spiders as soon as you get it. The reason why you want leaping spiders is because when you are running away from something, okay, and there's not a lot of mobs in a little area, like you go to the next spot and there's only like 2 or 3 guys, and you can't see anybody else on the screen, you have to use your corpse spiders to just kind of keep them being hit, and then as you're walking off the screen, just keep throwing them back. Because these things, if you throw all the way up in this top corner, they will jump off the screen where you can't see them and hit guys that may or may not be there. If they're over there, like say you can't see off the screen up here, if you throw one up here, they'll jump all the way up to the next guy if they're close enough, which can save your massacre bonus. That's why you want these. Your next skill, Haunt, obviously. When you get the rune, just stay with Consuming Spirit, because this is going to give you survivability when you go to Master's difficulty. You have like 3, 4 of these going on enemies at a time. It's going to help you stay alive. This thing gives you massive amounts of life regen at a lower level. Okay, it's insane. So that's the main thing, and it's our main damage dealer. Make sure you use your gargantuan when you get it. You can use really pretty much any of these if you want. Doesn't really matter. I just stick with humongoid. Soul Harvest, you end up getting use this. It's going to be a must. And when you get the Languish rune for it, make sure you use that. It's going to increase your armor, make you a little bit more tanky, and it's going to boost your damage still. So that's going to be really nice. Spirit Walk, you can use Jaunt or you can use Severance. Jaunt will increase the duration of it, but this increases your movement speed by 100%, which I find to be more useful. I can get more distance out of Severance if I'm like trying to go from like a mob that's, well, there's only 2 or 3 of them and I don't know how far the next mob is. Severance is going to get me there quicker, and it's going to help me go a little bit more distance compared to Jaunt. So that's why I prefer that over that. For the zombie dogs, make sure you have your zombie dogs. They're going to help you tank as well. When you get to the point, you can use lifelink to give you a little bit more tankiness. Or you can end up using Leeching Beast, which will help your survivability as well. As for the talents, Jungle Fortitude, keep this on at all times, because when you're in Master's difficulty, 50% makes a difference. All right, because there's some stuff that will one-shot you. Like the little charging bowl fucking things, they're one-shot you. It's a pain in the ass. So keep that on. It's going to help you survive. Pierce the Veil, keep this, because 30% mana increase at that low a level, don't even notice it at all. You have like it. Your mana regens so fast it doesn't even matter. So that's another extra 20% damage increase, which is going to help. Fetish, use this. Okay, use it, use it, use it. Do not use Zombie Handler. You don't need it. 1 extra zombie dog. Who gives a fuck? These guys, you can have up to 15 of these fetish at a time, okay? And what I've noticed when you go up against the like Moon Clan guys that throw the spears, these guys block all of them, like almost all of them, and they hit hard. Okay, they do so much damage. So make sure you use these 3 passives. Other than that, just for strats, when you first get in to the point, all right, so you go into the Field of Misery, run either left, right, or down. That's what I would suggest. You can go up if you want, it doesn't really matter. Just go either one direction straight, because the sooner you can get to the outer edge of the map, that's when you can kind of circle around. So if I'm right here, I could circle around the whole map, keeping my chain bonus going, and then if I went down, going all the way around and got to a point where I'm almost connected, I can start cutting in and start zigzagging through the entire black space in the middle to get the best massacre bonus possible, and that's worked for me really, really well. You can try other ways. You can try just going zigzag across the whole map. I've been wanting to try that. Maybe it's viable. There's usually a lot of guys in the middle of the map, so yeah. I'd just do that. So the skill progression's good. Make sure you do. Oh, at level 23, by the way, we are going to want to get Cain's set. I don't have this on here. This is just stuff. This is the same guy I hit the 154 on. But when you hit level 23, make sure you go into Act 2 and complete all the bounties. Because once you get the cash, I've noticed Act 2 has a higher chance than any other act to drop the Cain's set. And so you want to craft as many of those pieces as you can and get the 3 set as quickly as possible, because that's going to give you an extra 50% increase in experience gain. And if you ever come across a helmet with a socket in it, make sure you put a ruby in it, because that's going to give you extra increase experience as well. So it's going to increase your time. Other than that, there's really not much else to it. Just make sure you try to get those bounties. Make sure you keep your damage rolling as much as possible so you can get the biggest massacre bonus possible. That's going to help you level very, very quickly. There are other spots. There's like Halls of Agony level 3. That's supposed to be pretty good. I haven't tested that in there. That's supposed to be another spot you can do as aside from Fields of Misery. So go ahead and give that a shot. But other than that, I'm going to go jump into the video, the recording. The hell am I trying to say? The recording of the rest of the game, of my gameplay. And then from there, we should be Gucci. So hopefully that helped, guys.
changes.